had ignored for some time. So with that, I'm going to tell you my topic for this speech this morning. The topic is why communicate, basically communication 101. And we all know what 101 means. 101 means the basics of a particular subject. So in tertiary institutions, you have subjects like philosophy 101, sociology 101. So they teach you the basics. So communicate is an intuition of every human being. And it really can be disconcerting if we don't have anybody to communicate with. When I wanted to start my project, I went to the Toastmasters website. I read about the introduction on communication, and I was then supposed to start the questionnaire and complete the survey. The first question that popped up to me was, what is your communication style? I was like, what is the meaning of communication style? Am I supposed to have a style to communication? Or maybe I really do have a style, but I don't know what it is. Perhaps maybe that's what it is. Another voice in my brain mentioned to me, why not just go ahead and pick an option? It's not an examination, just select one option and get done with it. That appeared okay. I went ahead, selected an option, and with that, I felt comfortable. I completed all the questions in the questionnaire. Then the results came out. I looked at the results and I scored highest as an analytical communicator. Then, who is an analytical communicator? The characteristics of an analytical communicator is somebody who is precise, who is exact, who likes to think before speaking, and who is also private. I then realized that, wow, really, this is me. Then I went ahead, I then looked at the other options, which was like a direct communication and then the supportive communication. My score was tied in those areas. A supportive communicator is somebody who is calm, who is patient, who is amiable. I could see that in myself as well. Why a direct communicator is somebody who is competitive, who is persuasive, who says it as it is. And at times, I can come across as being rude. Well, I also saw a bit of that in myself. Then the third style, which is the initiator communicator, you won't believe it, I scored 0. And who is an initiator communicator? Somebody who is persuasive, who is fun-loving, who is sociable. And I just realized that truly, this is not me. However, it then occurred to me that for me to really be a well-rounded leader, and for me to be able to communicate to people around me, I need to be able to navigate all these styles of communication. How come I should score 0 on this style? I decided on my own that I really need to take an initiative and see if I can overcome this, flaw, because that was what I saw it as. There was somebody I, admire from a distance who I have never really spoken to. So I decided to take an initiative and then speak with the person. I then found out that it really was not so difficult at all. We struck up a conversation, we had lunch together, and over time, I then found that she was also a member of a local Toastmasters club. So in summary, communication is a very important social skill in both professional and personal life. It is only by knowing your dominant communication that you can really change your communication behavior with style, with aplomb. One needs to learn how to switch from one style to another, depending on the environment. And then you will be able to understand who the people around you are, and what form of communication styles suits them. In addition, you also need to be able to practice, because really, if you don't practice this skill, you never can get around it. Just as the saying goes, you cannot stand by a pool and expect that you know how to swim. It is only when you dive into the pool that you definitely can learn how to swim. And just like Jim Rohn has said earlier, then you can work miracles with aplomb with your communication. I would also like to close with another quote by Jim Rohn. He said, "You have to keep practicing your communication style. Practice and practice, so that when that great occasion comes, you will be able to communicate with style, that gift, with sharpness and with emotion, and you will be able to impact people positively and with aplomb." Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Joy. You did justice and delivered that speech with aplomb and so much enthusiasm. Now we are moving on to the third speaker for today. And he is no other person than Toastmaster Oladele Olunike, DTL. Even though he doesn't need introduction, I would still like to introduce him because his introduction enough is inspirational. He is popularly known as the quintessential polymath. He joined Eagle Toastmasters Club 1st May 2009. He is a past president of the club. In fact, he was the 11th president, and he's also a past area director. He's also a past division director. He is currently the club president for Firebirds Collective, District U, London, United Kingdom. He's a District 94 Pathways Ambassador and Pathway Guide. Is also a Triple Crown back-to-back award recipient, 2017, 2018, 2019. He's an international corporate trainer and executive coach and accomplished master of ceremony. Even though he's not here, I would also like to say that he's a double DTM recipient. You know, for those of us who sing everything a double double, he even brought it to Toastmasters and became certified twice. He's on his way to his third certification. He enjoys research, intellectual analysis, and he appreciates music and travel. I hope he has also been to Kigali, Rwanda in his tour of the world. Now, I have the privilege and honor of being the evaluator of Toastmaster Oladele Olunike, DTM. So the nature of his speech is such that he is going to do two table topic speeches back to back. So I'm going to play the role of the topics master in the context of Toastmaster Oladele Olunike's speech. Are we together? Now, the project is working on is L4P1. And one core thing about this project, the title of the project is Power of Humor in an Impromptu Speech. Power of Humor in an Impromptu Speech. So the speech is impromptu. I know the topic, he doesn't know it. At least for once, I have an edge over my DTM. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm my timer. You will help me here. You will flag the timing card twice. Each table topic session, you time it. Please help my career, okay? This is 2021. The first topic, Toastmaster Oladele Olunike. Are you ready? Please test your mic. Test your mic. Feel free to cough. Don't worry, we won't catch the virus. Hello,
Yes,
Toastmaster.
I'm ready, sir.
Fantastic. I just wanted to know.
I'm ready.
Fantastic.
During the mic testing, let me also quickly mention that for the purpose of the time when this may be viewed online so that we have appropriate information, I am the immediate past president of Firebirds Collective, the fifth and the immediate past president of Firebirds Collective.
Thank you so much. The honors will continue to grow. So the first topic the very first topic. Timer, the very first topic. Toastmaster Oladele, your company has just announced a merger. You are asked to share a few words about the benefits of change. Over to you.
Mr. Table Topics Master, before COVID-19, we did everything face to face. But with the advent of COVID-19, social distance came into space. Not shaking hands came into space. And of course, leveraging technology came into space. So when you introduce the topic, I didn't hear half of it. But I was trained in theater that the show must go on. Many, many, many years ago, I realized that I could do anything, everything, at any time. At the age of 16, I thought I was always right. Can you believe that? Please show by raise of hand if when you were young, you always thought you were always right. Anybody that has their camera on, show by raise of hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Aha! Join all those hands together. That makes mine. At the age of 16, I thought I was always right. But I got the rudest shock of my life at the age of 22. When I suddenly realized that I have been living in the fool's paradise. It was a rude shock that afternoon when I had that encounter with one of my colleagues in school. I was so challenged to the point that my self-esteem was broken, battered, shattered, and if you like, scattered. So, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues in this organization that I'm privileged to be part of, things wouldn't always go the way you desire. Don't always assess the world with your own perspective alone. Please know that someone knows what you don't know. Someone sees what you don't see. And in view of that, always welcome other people's perspectives. Mr. Topics Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Oladele Olunike, DTN, for doing that with aplomb. Without further ado, we'll be moving straight to the second topic for this prepared speech segment. I will read the question or the topic twice. I need to improve with aplomb. Toastmaster, the worst news possible has just been given to a gathering of friends and family. You are asked to speak to the group to give words of hope and support. I will read that again slowly. The worst news possible has just been given to a gathering of friends and family. You are asked to speak to the group to give words of hope and support. Toastmaster Oladele Olunike, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Topics Master. Over a decade ago, close to even 2, I was privileged to be the guest speaker on a breakfast show on the TV. At the time, I did not have the privilege of a private or personal vehicle. So I had to go by public transport. At the time, decent vehicular services such as the Uber was not available in the country I lived at the time. So I needed to get to the station, the TV station, very early. If you have ever had the privilege of going to your engagement by public fare, whilst you look like an executive, well knotted together, please show by raise of hand. Anybody? Oh, okay. Okay, the grammarian. Thank you. All right, Mr. Toastmaster 2. Put those two hands together. That forms mine. So I was going to this TV station that morning. I had my briefcase with me in which I always pack all of the things I needed. And as I was going that early morning, because I needed to leave home early, I lived far from the TV station. And there was this motorbike coming the other way and just snatched my briefcase from me. In my briefcase was my laptop. In my laptop were all the training presentations, proposals, name any kind of document of operation as a human capacity development expert and human capital enhancement consultant. In it were my checkbooks, my ATM cards, several other instruments that were very important to my life. And there I was in the middle of the road. My life was scattered, shattered, and battered. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and families at this event, today you have received what sounds like a bad news. But imagine how I felt that morning going to speak on a TV station. So whatever the news may make you feel like this morning, understand two things. If you are still breathing and you look around and you are still alive, there is hope. Because decades after, I had developed several more informative, instructive, and inspiring materials that have brought our organization from the obscurity it was at the time to notoriety. Now, let me give you a picture. From just being known in our country to being known today on 5 continents. When life serves you lemon, please, by all means, make a cold, juicy lemonade. Mr. Table Topics Master.
Thank you so much. And I hand over to the Toastmaster of the day. I hope so far we are having fun. Please, let's put our hands together for the last speaker. Then let's put our hands together for all the speakers combined. For all the speakers combined. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to track people who are with us in spirit and in truth. Thank you. I also appreciate all the multiple applause that has been demonstrated. Thank you so much. We have done so with aplomb. We always say that in Toastmasters, even if you are crap, we clap. One thing that will let you know you have been to a physical Toastmasters club meeting is that you will feel some pain at your wrist. You will clap and clap and clap. Please, let's clap again one more time. Thank you so much, everyone. At this juncture, it is my privilege and pleasure to bring back the general evaluator. Toastmaster Adeniran Omitayo, I would like to invite you back so that you can coordinate the proceedings of the feedback session. I mentioned earlier that there are 3 segments in the typical Toastmasters meeting: the impromptu speeches, the prepared speeches, and the feedback session. Now is the time. My general evaluator, I welcome you with aplomb.
Thank you very much, DTM Oluyemi, for that wonderful meeting. I really enjoyed myself, and I can speak on behalf of some people that they really enjoyed themselves because I was following through the chat. Please, can we have the votes for the best speaker? Thank you very much. And again, as we are voting for the best speaker, can we also have the evaluators to come to the virtual letter? Speech evaluator, I would like to call on TM Yusuf Aquino to evaluate TM Frances Okunwurwa.
All right, thank you, Mr. General Evaluator, for the opportunity once again to evaluate the icebreakers presenter, Toastmaster Frances Okorua. Congratulations, Toastmaster Frances. I like the fact that you opened with a lot of smiles, which shows that we are your friends and we are not your enemy. You welcomed the audience, you greeted everyone. That was very wonderful, well done. I also like the fact that you politely say the correct pronunciation of your name. That was very beautiful. Everyone who pronounced your name wrongly were able to note how to correctly pronounce your name. That was very good. In terms of what you excelled at, I would say your eye contact was very good. I was looking at my camera. And if you are looking at your camera at your hand, we will be looking at each other's faces. I think that was done excellently. I was looking at your camera, my camera, and I was seeing you looking at me. That was very good. Your video quality, because this is a virtual presentation, so I need to evaluate your video quality. Your video quality was very good. I can see you very clearly. Your sense of humor was also very good. You have the ability to engage the audience with humor. I think you should take note of that skill and continue to use it anytime you deliver a speech. The level of preparation was also very wonderful. I was expecting that there would be you have some nervousness. I never saw anyone. You were calm and you deliver your project with aplomb. Well done. You have the presence of mind to also use the word of the day. I think you did that once. Well done. You also show that you are a very flexible speaker and you listen to every segment of the speech. Not only your speech, but every segment of the program you listen, because you are able to link your project with the theme of today, which is strategy. In terms of the purpose of your the objective of your speech, I think you met the objective. We're able to know you, your background, your job, your family background, and a whole lot. You met the objective. You deliver more than an icebreaker speech. In terms of what I think you could have done much better, there was a noise interruption in the course of your delivery, but you stopped. Next time, just move on. The technical guys will be able to fix the issue, so you don't have to stop. The camera positioning could be better, because if you look at the DTM presentation, I'm referring to DTM Oladele Olunike, we could see his hand gestures. We could see part of his body. Next time when you position your camera, do it in such a way that I will be able to see it when you are using your body, when you are making gestures, and I will be able to also record that. What you also need to include is that next time, make use of quotes. You can close with a quote, and that will have given your presentation a wow remarks. But in all, it was a beautiful presentation. You did very well. I want you to take note of the fact that you can deliver with calmness and you have excellent use of pauses. I'm looking forward to your next project, Toastmaster Francis. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, TM Yusuf, for that wonderful evaluation. I'll move to the next person, TM Victor Ajayi, to evaluate TM Joy. TM Victor.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Toastmaster Joy, I want to appreciate you once again for stepping up. First of all, I'd like to commend the fact that you came to deliver your second speech at Toastmaster just a few weeks after you delivered the first one. I remember your icebreaker was delivered in December, and this is our first meeting in January. For you to come up to the lectern and deliver that second one, that was very apt. Please keep up that momentum. And to the evaluation of the speech, first of all, I'd like to commend your ambience. I love your background. I love your appearance. You were dressed for the occasion. Well done on that. And also, secondly, you consciously made use of the word of the day 4 times. I will leave the rest to the grammarian to make a comment on that. And also, I'd like to appreciate your use of quotes. You used 4 distinct quotes in the course of your speech. That was very brilliant. And of course, the fact that you relayed your experience while trying to fulfill your project on Pathways to Us help the audience to also have an awareness of what the Pathways program is all about. Thank you for that. The title of your speech was Why Communicate? And I love the fact that you were able to actually identify and spot your communication style by delivering this project, in the course of delivering this project, which makes you to fulfill the objective of this speech. What would I like to recommend and see you do better next time? The first one is the fact that I realized that you were referring to your notes. I understand that you're just starting your Toastmasters journey, but as you progress, I'd like you to move away from that point of having a note by you to being able to deliver your speech without the use of notes. And also, another thing I noticed is the fact that because you're trying to cite your notes, it's also impacted on your eye contact. Just like Toastmaster Yusuf mentioned, it's important for you to look straight into the camera when you are delivering a virtual speech. And of course, all in all, it was a great and a speech well delivered this morning. I love the fact that you rounded off your speech with a quote from a great man, which talks about, you mentioned that you have to keep practicing your communication style. So on that note, I'd like to encourage you that don't stop, keep communicating and keep delivering your project on the Pathways, on the presentation mastery of the Pathways journey. Over to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you very much, TM Victor, for that apt evaluation. I would like to move to the last person, but not the least, DTM Oluyemi Adeosun, to evaluate double DTM Oladele Olunike, if I may say that.
All right. Thank you so much. As a DTM, it is your fraternal duty to watch out for another DTM. So one way of watching out for him today is by providing him candid evaluation with aplomb. Thank you so much, DTM, for those 2 speeches. The first speech, you are slightly handicapped because you did not audibly get the full content, but the show went on and you responded well. Now, I like the fact that you engaged with the audience. You had very profound voice projection. You are very clear. You used vocal varieties. You used gestures, as earlier also referred to by another evaluator. You also used rhymes in the speech. That the speech was laced with rhymes. That was good. Now, what are the things I think you could have done better? Because you had also told me, and because the project also required it, that we wanted to see humor. So it's one thing for you to try to make people laugh. It's another thing for us to know people are laughing. So next time, sir, ask the audience to put on their video, or more people in the audience to put out their video. Now, if it was physical, you will have the privilege of hearing people giggle or laugh. Every other person was on mute. How on earth are we supposed to know they were giggling or not giggling? However, the 4 or 5 people I could see their face was neutral. They neither giggled nor frowned. But in their hearts, I'm sure they were giggling. That's the first feedback I would like to give to you. Now, with respect to the second speech, okay, because you did 2 speeches back to back, if I evaluated the second speech alone, I won't have given you this feedback, but DTM to DTM. When you do 2 speeches back to back, don't use the same technique back to back. In the first speech, you told us by show of hands, and you doubled it. Then in the second speech, you told us by show of hands, and you doubled it. In the second speech, it was no longer novel, and therefore redundant. DTM to DTM. Okay, my DTM, I was surprised that you didn't use the word of the day. Please, in 2 speeches, no word of the day, DTM. Don't do that again. You are my brother and you are my leader. In conclusion, I would like to say that your speeches add structure, opening, body, and conclusion. Let me also say this quickly as a roundup, as a wrap up. Sir, In the second speech, you are supposed to show empathy and you are supposed to use humor. I purposely chose a difficult topic for you to show humor. You just went straight into the speech, then you ended with empathy. Don't forget our feedback technique. Comment, recommend, and comment. Let me give you a new technique. Empathize. Give your speech. Empathize. Empathize, encourage, empathize. All in all, you did justice to these speeches. They were difficult topics to reflect humor. Personally, I felt humorous as you were delivering the speeches. I like the rhymes and I like the fact that you had great ambience, great background using the Toastmasters logo. You came prepared for this. Double DTM, even though we don't do this, but in the area boys, Twale Baba. Over to you, the general evaluator.
DTM, DTM, you
Thank
got
you
me.
very much, sir.
Thank you very much. I don't know what you are teaching us, but swallow to you too as well for that wonderful evaluation. You lead, we follow. Please, timer, do they all keep to time?
The evaluators kept to time, but the speakers kept to time, but two evaluators didn't keep to time. That's DTM Adeosun and TM Yusuf Akpeno. And Yusuf Akpeno used 3 minutes 13 seconds instead of the 3 minutes, and DTM Adeosun used 3 minutes 14 seconds instead of 3 minutes too.
I had two speeches, ma.
So
Okay. Time. I don't think DTM Adeosun should be pardoned for that because he's a seasoned speaker, so he won't be voted for. Mr. President, do you agree with me on that? Am I?
Absolutely. The two evaluators who exceeded their time are hereby disqualified.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for that.
However, cannot pardon.
However, please, we would like to have the poll to vote for the best evaluator. While doing that, I would like to call on my team. My team, they delivered their services and their task and role with aplomb. So I would like to call on the first person, other than the timer, to give us a comprehensive report on how the meeting went. TM Ibidu.
Okay, thank you so much, TM. For the table topic speakers, we had TM Ayola. They had 2 minutes for their table topic speech, and he used 1 minute 39 seconds, was well within time. TM Victor Ajayi used 1 minute 27 seconds, also within time. Then we had TM Babatunde Shotunde. He used 1 minute 52 seconds, also within time. And then TM Ineobong used 1 minute 32 seconds. The four of them were within the 2 minutes allotted time. Then going to this prepared speech, we had TM Frances. She was supposed to use 4 minutes, between 4 to 6 minutes for her icebreaker speech. She used 5 minutes, 11 seconds, well within time. TM Joy had 5 to 7 minutes for her speech. She used 6 minutes, 52 seconds, also within time. Then we had TM Oladele Olunike, who also had 5 to 7 minutes for his speech, and he used 6 minutes, 41 seconds, also within time. And despite giving the two different speeches, it was also within time. Looking at the evaluators that given their time already, but again, I'll say TM Amy with our table topics evaluation, she had 6 minutes for the speakers, and she used 5 minutes 36 seconds. She was within time. We had TM Yusuf had given his own already 3 minutes 13 seconds, a little bit above the time. TM Victor Ajayi was within time at 2 minutes 31 seconds, and then TM Adeosun used 3 minutes 14 seconds, not within time. Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can.
can.
Okay, fantastic. So I would like to go to the other role player, the accountant, to give us a comprehensive report. Chinwe.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. I'll be going straight to our table topic speakers, and TM Iola, he used 5 filler words such as and like 5 times, and there were no interjections. Then the second speaker, TM Victor Ajayi, that was an aplomb speech. There were no filler words and no interjections. The third speaker, who is a guest, Babatunde, used 8 interjections, a total of 8 interjections and 5 filler words such as and, to, then, bye, bye, and the rest of them. Then the last speaker, TM Ilibon, had a total of 5 interjections and 9 filler words. Then to our prepared speeches, TM Frances, she had a total of 6 interjections. She used and then she had a total of 12 filler words. She used and a lot as a favorite word. And then the second speaker, TM Joy, she had a total of 5 interjections and 7 filler words. Then our last speaker, I wasn't able to pick any filler word or interjections, meaning that his presentation, he had an aplomb presentation. That will be all for now. Thank you.
Thank you for that aplomb delivery. I would like to move to the last person, but not the least, the grammarian, a very good friend of mine, CM John Onumeya. Please give us a full report.
Thank you so much, the general evaluator. I'll start with the word of the day. The word of the day, aplomb, was used once by 3 Toastmasters, the table topics evaluator, Toastmaster Victor, Toastmaster Frances. It was used twice by Toastmaster Chinwe, the accountant. It was used 4 times by 2 Toastmasters, the general evaluator and Toastmaster Joy. It was used 7 times by the table topics master. And our Toastmaster of the day took his use of the word, borrowed DTM's Oladele's use of the word and made them his. And he used the word of the day a total of 20 times. I know you said you want to make money, but I'm not sure we're paying for each time you use the word. Please put your hands together for the Toastmaster of the day, our champion. Now I'm going to ask if you can remember who said these phrases. He who fails to plan plans to fail. Who said that, please? He who fails to plan already plans to fail. Which Toastmaster said that?
Toastmaster Victor.
Thank you. You are very much correct. Your vision will be an illusion. Who said that, please? Your vision will be an illusion. Yes, DTM Oladele.
Toastmaster Yola Fade.
Not quite. Who said your vision will be an illusion?
Toastmaster Hami. Toastmaster Hami.
Yes, Toastmaster Amy, the table topics evaluator. Tell me the Toastmaster that gave this quote and who gave the quote. Life is simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Life is simple, but we insist on making it complicated.
Toastmaster Frances.
Yes, Toastmaster Frances. Now, who is that quote attributed to?
Confucius.
Yes, Confucius. Thank you so much. I'll just do 2 more. I could do anything and everything at any time. Who said that? And the person is not allowed to say I said that. Who said that?
Double DTM Oladele Olunike.
Correct. I also love when he said broken, battered, shattered, and scattered, obscurity to notoriety. I love that. Finally, who said laced with rhymes? Who said laced with rhymes? No, DTM Oladele, no, sorry, you can't say that.
DTM Adeosun.
Yes,
Adeosun.
correct. Okay, now give us a few tips, some things we could have amended to enhance our speech quality. Gave me a privilege that life is a privilege. I think that could have been amended to just say life is a privilege, or it made me understand that life is a privilege. Please, let's pay attention to words starting with vowels or starting with the letter H. Arms, open, able, own, and much more. They were pronounced as harms, open, able, own, and similarly. We came as an executive. You can say we came as executives, or I came as an executive. Let the pronoun agree with the noun. Gear is pronounced ge, not je. I have not been opportuned. Opportune is a word, favorable. There's no such thing as opportuned, actually. You can say, I have not had the opportunity. We mentioned evaluations, evaluator. Please, it is evaluation, evaluator, and we use that quite a bit in the meeting. Every goals, it's every goal or all goals. I heard chasing, it should be chasing. S sound, not Z sound. In monetary terms, eliminate the A. Dwelling in the failure, dwelling on the failure. Think is not think, is think, that sound. Similarly, thought is not thought. This is THOUGHT, is thought. Seems to, in this context I was used today, is seem to. And I'll stop at this one, there are a lot more. Gigantic, not gigantic. G, not J sound. Thank you so much for what has definitely been an aplomb meeting. Over to you, the general evaluator of the day.
Thank you very much for that explicit evaluation. I learned a lot from there. Okay, starting from the beginning, this is where I will evaluate the whole meeting. We started around 10 a.m. sharp, which was commendable. I'll give that to the sergeant-at-arms for starting promptly. Then at some point, our attendance was very, very good, very, very commendable. We were 37 in the meeting. But when we lost the communication, the attendance dropped, was dwindling between 24 and 26, which is still good, but I will advise the technical glitch, the technical team to mitigate this kind of glitch. We've never experienced such before, but in order not to experience it again, we should look at what went wrong and how to mitigate that glitch. Then the timer, I will advise you to have, showed us, or rather practiced your display, your presentation before the meeting started. Because when you were explaining your role, you actually found it difficult to bring out your cards. It wasn't so seamless. It was obvious that you were not prepared. So next time, with my own opinion, I would advise you come into the meeting earlier, then you practice, you tell the technical team to give you the opportunity, the privilege to share your screen so you prepare yourself before time. Then I would say the participation of the participants wasn't that encouraging. The emoji is there for us to use, but we were kind of cold using them. I would say next time, please, let's encourage the speakers by probably giving them the laugh emoji, the love emoji, the party emoji, or even the surprised emoji. It will encourage them. Maybe we were scared because DTM, Adeosun mentioned coronavirus is related to the network. We didn't want to make use of the emoji. Don't worry. It cannot be transferred via internet yet. Then my last but not the least observation, the table topics, it was relatable and related to the theme of the month. I commend the table topics master for that. Then at some point, your questions were getting too long. The table topic um, participant actually found some quite too long, and they had to repeat and repeat and then change it to their own words before they could answer. So I would advise that you kind of reduce in length next time. Without further ado, I would like to give back the lectern to the Toastmaster of the day for presentation of awards. The Toastmaster, please.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for the general evaluator. Thank you, Toastmaster Success. I can see and feel your physical applause. I still need a few more people to sign on. Don't worry, men and brethren. We are rounding up. We are wrapping up this meeting. We are coasting home to closure. Thank you so much, everyone. It has been a joy, a pleasure, a privilege to be the MC, the Toastmaster of the day for today. I have enjoyed doing this. Thank you so much for your support. Permit me to leverage on this privilege and also thank the Vice President Education, Toastmaster Lai. The way you have been persistently following up on me, I will follow up on money this year that way. That is for you guys to know how it got me to play this role. I didn't come because of all of you. I came because of Toastmaster Lai. In fact, I can do a whole meeting for Toastmaster Lai alone. He's the best VP ever. Forget it, man. Forget it, man. Please, a round of applause for the VPE. He's doing a great job. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your aplomb. I celebrate you. We don't do this often, but I'm doing it intentionally. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody who have come today, all the role players. You have done well. You have really done well. Thank you also to our DTM. We don't take it for granted when we have a DTM in any meeting, even though you are from us and you are with us. But we celebrate you irrespective, and we celebrate you, DTM Oladele Olunike. At this juncture, I would like to call on the president, and we'll be presenting the awards. So I would like us to please share the awards, the various awards. We had them. We voted for the best speaker or better speaker. Can we see the results? I'm not sure. Are we sharing it on the chat group or are we projecting it? Whatever works, I'm fine. I'm cool. Then we also have the better speaker for the prepared session. Then we are also supposed to have the best evaluator. But some people are so good, they get two of their colleagues to be disqualified. And the game is over. What a way, what a way, what a way. So that's part of my strategies this year. I'm going to be so prolific, I will ban the competitors. I'll become a monopoly. All right. All right. And the award of the best speaker, drum rolls, goes to OOQP. OOQP means Oladele Olunike Quintessential Polymer. Then exponential TP, trademark. A round of applause. Another round of applause for a double DTM. You have done well, and we recognize you. Please put this on all your social media platforms, please, so that they will know that you started 2021 on a high, consistent with yourself. Please, can we have the next set of awards, please? I'm excited, I'm fired up, I'm eager. I look forward to the next meeting. By the way, don't forget the meeting for 1 o'clock. If you can, please join. Victoria Bay, please join. And the Best Table Topics Award. Oh God, where's my saxophone? Where's my saxophone? Where's my trumpet? Where's my flute? All the wind instruments are playing in my mind right now. Please, with aplomb, let's celebrate. Toastmaster Victor Ajayi. Toastmaster Victor. You have done it before and you have done it again. Best Table Topics to no other than Toastmaster Victor Ajayi. Please receive your virtual award and please share it on our platform. Let the world know that Toastmasters is improving the capacity for people to develop a plot. Do we have one more award? Do we have one more award? Already on the chat group, we have shared the meeting link for the next meeting, and I'm positive it will also be shared in the group. It has also been shared in the group. All right. The best evaluator. Oh, can you see that miracles happen? When you have a meeting where you have a double DTM, in that same meeting, you are going to have a double award winner. And the double award winner for today, the best evaluator for today, by weapon of mass destruction. Please welcome Toastmaster Victor Ajayi. He's so good. He did it twice. You know, if you do it the first time, you say it's happenstance. If you do it the second time, it shows preparation. It shows dedication. It shows commitment. Thank you so much. Don't mind me. I'm just having fun here. One of the best times of my life is when I'm in a Toastmasters meeting, you know, and I don't want to leave this stage, but we have been advised that you need to leave this stage while the ovation is loudest. And before they call the bouncers, before they call the IT guys to take me off this platform without applause, please don't let me lose the euphoria of the moment. Please, let me hand over. Don't let me be a Donald Trump. Don't let me be a Donald Trump. This is Capitol Hill now. I gladly, warmly, generously, from the bottom of my heart, I hereby hand over control, total control, full control to my president, Toastmaster Yusuf Aquino. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Oluyemi Adeosun, DTM, for that wonderful and magnificent coordination of the entire meeting. We appreciate your presence, and we love the humor and your style of coordination. A number of us are able to learn so many things today, and we will continue to incorporate that in our meetings going forward. So thank you, DTM Oluyemi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to my second DTM, double DTM, Oladele Olunike, QP. Thank you for always honoring our invitation, and thank you for attending our meeting. Like DTM Oluyemi Adeosun said, we will never take this for granted. We know you have very busy schedules and you still create time to attend our meetings. We appreciate that. Thank you very kindly for doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, we will need to bring this meeting to a close, shall we?
Please, let's present our work to the icebreaker, please.
Yes. You've already presented an Icebreakers Award to Toastmaster Francis Okoruwa. Congratulations for breaking the ice. I'm certain by June 2021, we'll be celebrating the conclusion of a path in pathways. So just keep the fire burning, keep doing it, never stop. Congratulations to Toastmaster Francis.
Thank you.
And congratulations to Toastmaster Joy Jakova. Congratulations for delivering a project in December, and you have done another one at the first meeting of the Eagle Toastmasters Club. Well done. And congratulations to our DTM. Let me also state that DTM has also delivered another award. He has delivered a level 4 award. Thank you, DTM, for doing that project. So we needed this award to accelerate the conclusion of our DCP goals, but he has delivered it today. Thank you, we appreciate you, and thank you for the support. Ladies and gentlemen, the only thing I can say is that we need to take a cue of the DTM. They are go-getters, they are doers, and they keep doing it. So let's learn from them. So our next meeting will be coming up on the 16th of January. That is next week, Saturday, 10 to 12. So we encourage you to also join us. And before, our time is fast spent, before I bring this meeting to a close, let me state that the division is planning a native language demonstration meeting for the 30th of January, I beg your pardon, 30th of January 2021. May I invite Toastmaster John to quickly shed more lights on that. Toastmaster John, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll try and make this quick. I know that a number of people have been clamoring to speak our native language,
we have that date set, the last Saturday of January. And what we want people to do, those of you who can speak your native language, maybe give speeches 3 to 4 minutes or so, I want you to either send your names to the president, VPE, or myself, so that we can also get evaluators that can evaluate in your native language as well as English. Not everyone will understand your speech, but your evaluator will break it down in the evaluation so that when he evaluates in your native language as well as English, people can follow along. We can listen to your voice, see your body language, but they might not understand. It's going to be fun. As well as those that want to do table topics, it doesn't have to be a prepared speech. If you can speak your native language and you're willing to volunteer for table topics, even our guests, you can do table topics. Just send your name and the language you can speak so that we can get evaluators to evaluate in your native language as well as English. Please keep that date open in your calendar, the last Saturday in January, 30th. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you there. Over to you, Mr. President.
Thank you very kindly to us, Mr. John.
French is allowed, though. We allow foreign.
Mr. President, sir.
From English.
There's a question from Kigali in the chat window. A question from Kigali.
Yes, yes. French is allowed. French is allowed.
Thank you.
Language apart from English is allowed.
All right. French is allowed. All local dialects are allowed. So kindly signify. You can send your name, email, and phone number to myself, or indicate interest by calling any of us. Our contacts are available, or you can do that on our social media platforms as well. Thank you very kindly, everyone. Let me also state that don't forget that the pandemic is still very much around. COVID-19 is real. Ensure that when you go out there, you wear your face mask, avoid crowded places, and ensure that 95% of your meetings are conducted online. Get a pocket-sized hand sanitizers with you anytime you go out, and ensure you keep safe with your family. On this note, I hereby bring this meeting to a close. I will now allow the Sergeant at Arms to quickly introduce our guests. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Sergeant.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for that. It cannot be overemphasized. We need to gear up. Let's shield ourselves against this coronavirus. It's still out there. It's now in our community. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our guests. Some have left the meeting, but we still have some left. Samuel Adu, are you there? Samuel Adu, are you with us?
Yes, good afternoon, I'm with you.
We would like you to introduce yourself, how you got to hear about our meeting and what prompted you to join and what are your plans?
Yes, my name is Samuel Adu. I'm an IT professional. I work with one of the manufacturing company in Lagos. I also stay in Lagos as well. I joined Toastmaster Club, actually at Victoria Bay, because I didn't know the difference between the two on today, this year. And this is my first meeting. I got the invite in the WhatsApp group that was created. And I thought I joined the meeting, and I've been following up the session. It's very exciting, and there's going to be a lot of follow-up after this session because I've learned a lot of things regarding the need for me to join this club. I've identified them, and I would need to work on them as time goes on. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for that. It's so good to have you here, and then we're expecting you to become a member soonest. Procrastination.
Thank you.
Not what we preach here. Strategy is what we preach. Yeah. Thank you very much. Do we still have any more guests? I doubt. Yes, Oluwatobi
is here. Okay.
Sorry?
Shotunde Babatunde.
Shotunde Babatunde, okay. Let's start with Oluwatobi, please. Then we'll move to Shotunde. Oluwatobi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead. Introduce yourself, very quickly about this meeting and your plans as well.
Please, can you come again?
Did you ask any question?
Yeah, I didn't get what you said.
I said, can you introduce yourself, how you got to hear about our meeting, and your plans of joining?
Okay, so my name is Apanishilo Luatobi. I'm a student of Obatema University, and I discussed with, is it Precious? I think she's the Vice President of Public Relations, about my desire to set up a Gavel Club in OAU, which we are like, I think it's like 90% ready. So she was the one that gave me the invite, so which is how I heard about the meeting. And since I'm a student, I don't think there is a way I can join the club. So me being here is just to look at how the meeting is run, and so that we can replicate the same in school.
Okay, fantastic. And I hope you pick one of the things to rotate in your meeting.
Yes, I did.
I'm expecting in our next meeting as well.
Yes, I will be attending.
Shotunde Babatunde.
Okay, good morning once again, Toastmasters. My name is Babatunde Shotunde. I work with Nigerian Breweries as a financial accountant. I was invited to this first meeting of the year by Toastmaster Joy. So it's been a nice time here with you guys. I have learned a whole lot. So I've learned a whole lot while being here, and I do believe that the few things that I have learned over the course of the 2 hours would go a very long way to help me in my journey. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for coming to our meeting. Our mantra in Eagles is for us to learn, rather to unlearn to learn. Thank you very much once again. In absence of any guests, I would like to say thank you. And on behalf of the president, I would like to say thank you very much for coming to our meeting, for attending our meeting. It's a privilege to have you here. And we'll see you next time, which is 16th of January, 2021.
Yes, so
wonderful week.
Yes, so
all right, enjoy yourself.
Joy, pigeon is allowed. Pigeon is allowed. Any language apart from straight Queen's English, Pidgin is actually allowed. Wafi is a language.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Mr. Adenino, did we hear from Success Omowale?
I don't think she's a guest. Success, are you a guest?
I think she's a new member.
Hi, good afternoon. I think it's afternoon already. Yes, I'm not a member. I'm actually a Gavel. Can you hear me, please?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm a Gavel Club executive. I work from Oluwatobi. We're working on our Gavel Club in Obafemi Awolowo University. My name is Success Omowale, and I am a student of OAU. I live in Lagos. And aside from that, I'm a writer, voice artist, and presenter. And of course, being a part of this platform is a way to just be able to harness those skills and make them be more productive with them. So hopefully I'll be able to join in on other meetings, and we'll also be able to make use of the skill in brushing up other students in the OAU community.
Thank you, Success.
Thank you very much. You guys at OAU are doing a great job. We are so proud of you.
We are going to work with you on setting up the Gavel Club. I'm already in conversation with your representative and myself and Toastmaster Precious. We are already working on that. We'll work with you to ensure that the club is successfully set up so that you can enjoy all the benefits that Toastmasters has to offer. Well done. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So that's all for now. Victoria Beto's Masters meeting will start in the next couple of minutes. So if you are available, you can also join.
Definitely.
Enjoy yourself and keeping safe. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
My president, sir.
Good day.
Please,
yes, sir.
I've not been advised. Am I good with my dues?
Okay. You will be advised that is noted.
And then advise everybody, oh, please.
Okay. Okay. That is well noted. We will advise you. We will advise you.
Present, sir.
Have you ever worked in a government establishment before? That expression is common in the civil service. To be advised.
Yes, I want to be advised. Maybe I'm a good study, sir.
It's good. It's good. I mean, as a seasoned Toastmaster, you have done what is expected of you to ask. That's what a seasoned Toastmaster would do.
Toastmaster Yusuf, we didn't do Christmas party. Even if it is a Zoom one. Don't carry over. We can do New Year party, Toastmaster Yusuf.
It's well noted, sir.
The fear of the pandemic and the number of people were distracted last year. It's very difficult to get people to commit to some other events aside from the club regular meetings. So the 2020 was very tough, and at the moment we are even planning our change of guards. We wanted to have a physical one, but now that the pandemic has decided that it's going to remain with us, so we have to re-strategize and make it a virtual one. So it's been tough, but we will do something. We will do something. Thank you for bringing that.
Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
There used to be this expression, living with HIV.
Okay.
So now we can be, the expression living with COVID can be appropriate.
Absolutely.
Because COVID is our miss now. And as you have rightly advised us, we only need to continue to be careful and do our best as many deniers that we have amongst us, because COVID deniers have become another pandemic of its own globally. Yes. You find pockets of it in different nations where there are people who staunchly continue to say that there is no COVID. And in some regions, they will say, oh, the weather helps us. Oh, our blood is different. Sincerely, from the findings I have done, I was privileged to facilitate about 4 business seminars last year on COVID-19.